Hello and welcome to the Daily Forex Report for May 8th. We are looking at the US-Japanese yen pair first. This pair did pull back and close up on Friday. We are looking for this pair to continue. Overall, it's a long-term trend, although we could be at the start of a reversal. Do this up candle. We can see in the past, up candles did make the market move higher for a quick period. We are looking for it to potentially go as high as 81.31. Possibly as low as 79.64. Look for some resistance around 80.95 and look for some support around 80.00. Now let's take a look at the Euro-USD pair. This pair moved strong to the downside on Friday. It did close within previous range. If you look back, we are looking for it to, if it moves higher, hit some resistance around 144.95. Possibly moving lower and hitting support around 143.10. Now the pound US dollar pair. This pair gapped at the open, fairly significant, moving to retrace that gap. We are looking for this pair to potentially move higher and hit resistance around 164.62. Possibly moving lower and hitting support around 16300. Now the US Swiss. This pair moved higher on Friday. Did break our trend line. If you draw a trend line, it did close above it, so this could be a reversal, could be the bottom. This is pretty much the lowest we've seen the US Swiss in several decades, so we'll have to keep an eye on this to see if it's a true reversal or just a pullback. We are looking for it to potentially go as high as 0.8875, possibly as low as 0.8621. Look for some resistance around 0.8795 and look for some support around 0.8675. Okay, now as far as news analysis go, at 4:30 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, we have the Eurozone releasing their Syntax inventory confidence for May. No consensus given. Previous was 14.2. We also have the Australian trade balance report for March being released at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Consensus on that is that things have jumped higher from a negative 205 million to 500 million. Now we also have the Chinese releasing their CPI for April. That's being released at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Consensus on that is that it has dropped from 5.4% to 5.2%, which would be good news for the Chinese. Now let's take a look at what I'm looking for during this next session. We have the US-Japanese yen pair that has created a swing trade opportunity over the past 3 sessions. You can see we've tested that high already today, or already during this session rather, but we are looking for it to move higher. Now if it does move higher and breaks through our trend line there, we're looking to grab about 35 pips to the upside. Hang on one second. There we go. Okay, basically looking for a buy and looking for it to come up to this point and then exit out of that trade. The only thing is we are going through a 0-0 level, so keep an eye on that. We could see a little bit of resistance around the 80.00 level. So if you take this one, if you're looking to do this one, look for it to break through that level and keep an eye on it as it does so. Now if we back out, something else you can take a look at, you back out to to kind of where the trend lines are. It's kind of interesting. Let's take a look at this. It comes real close to where our take profit would be. So within just about 5 pips, 7 pips, about 7 pips there between the two. And this is showing that we have basically at 81.25 or 26 is where we have this long-term trend line. So it's conceivable that if we have a pullback, a break here, that it could go up to that point, giving you about 45 pips. I'd probably go to break even when we hit the 8100 mark, and then let's see if it runs up a little bit more. So that's the trade I'm looking for. Hope that helps, and until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.